Welcome back to SunnyTube channel, where we dive deep into thought-provoking topics shaping faith and society. Today, we are unpacking a controversial statement that got everyone talking. Reverend Isaac Omolehin, a respected Nigerian evangelist, recently made headlines when he said he pities those attending churches like Commonwealth of Zion Assembly, Winners Chapel, and Christ Embassy. Listen to what he said before I continue my analysis.
People need to see you and without thinking that this is Baba Omolehin.
Àwọn ènìyàn ní láti rí ọ láti lè ronú lẹ́ẹ̀mejì kan sọ pé ọmọ Baba Omolehin ni.
They need to see you in church and recognize that àwọn ará Word Assembly lélẹ̀.
Wọ́n nílò láti rí ọ nínú ìjọ kan sì mọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kan náà pé these are Word Assembly members.
Ó sáwọn míì náà tẹ́ máa rí tẹ́ bá ti rí wọn ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àwọn winner lélẹ̀.
There are others you will see, once you see them you readily know these are winners members.
Àwọn COSA lélẹ̀.
These are COZA members.
Àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì eléyìí tí ó jẹ́ ọ̀yá kìlọ̀ tó máa kó ìyẹ́ odídẹrẹ́ àti ìyẹ́ àlùkò tó máa kó sápò ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àwọn ará abẹ́rẹ́ lélẹ̀.
You want to see these other churches, their members, those of Pastor Oyakilome.
Ẹ ti máa mọ̀ pé àwọn ará
you will know
lélẹ̀.
this is where they are from.
Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àwọn ará abẹ́yẹn lélẹ̀.
You will know this is where these ones are from.
Àánú àwọn tó ń lọ ọbẹ̀ sì ṣe mí torí ọjọ́ táwọn olùdásí yẹn bá ti lọ ìṣekúṣe tó fi pilẹ̀ ìjọ yẹn náà ni wọ́n máa.
And I pity people who attend such churches because when the founders are gone, it's that same legacy of all sorts that they will be following up.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kó gbogbo wa jọ Nàìjíríà kò sí ọ̀gá mi láàrin wọn.
If you bring all of us together in Nigeria, I have no leader among them.
Ẹ máa bi wọ́n ọdún wo lẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàásù.
Ask them, when did you start preaching?
Èmi bẹ̀rẹ̀ tèmi 50 years ago.
I started preaching àádọ́ta ọdún sẹ́yìn.
Mo dẹ̀ still wà, we are still counting.
And I'm still on it. A ṣì ń báṣẹ́ lọ.
Èmi ní ogún rere.
I have a goodly heritage.
Mi ò bá lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá tó kọ́ mi níṣẹ́.
I did not meet it in the hand of my predecessors.
Mi ò rí ìyàwó bàbá Ọbádáre rí.
I've never seen Pa Obadare's wife.
Mi ò rí ìyàwó bàbá Aríyé rí.
I've never seen Pa Ariye's wife.
Kí màdámù yẹn wá kó sí Sokoto.
Where the madam will now put on trousers, elderly woman.
Ẹ ti máa náà rí wọn gbogbo àwọn eléyìí àwọn ìyá oníṣekúṣe àgbàyà.
And you see them everywhere. All these are
àwọn tó
women.
kọ́ àwa oúnjẹ àgbàlá jẹ.
Those who taught us, it was elderly.
Ẹ lè rí wọn nínú ìṣekúṣe.
You can't find them in immorality.
Àwa ní ogún rere.
We have a goodly heritage.
What did he mean? Why did he single out these mega ministries led by Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, Bishop David Oyedepo, and Pastor Chris Oyakilome? Let's explore this bold critique and what it means for the church in Nigeria. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. First, let's get to know Reverend Isaac Omolehin. Born on February 24, 1951 in Iluke Town, Kogi State, Nigeria. Evangelist Omolehin is the founder of the World Commission International and the World Assembly Churches in Ilorin, Kwara State. A seasoned preacher with a degree in animal science from Rivers State University, his ministry spans decades and 6 continents, marked by soul-winning crusades, radio broadcasts, and a 120-day power crusade that draws thousands annually for miracles and spiritual renewal. Known for his bold and prophetic messages, Omolehin has built a reputation as a voice of revival in Nigeria's Christian community. Recently, posts on X lit up with Omolehin's striking statements, saying, "I pity those who go to churches like Winners, COZA, and Christ Embassy." He went further, criticizing their doctrines and suggesting that members of his own Word Assembly should be distinctly recognizable by their faith and conduct. But what's behind the critique? Let's break it down by looking at the churches he mentioned and their influential leaders. First up, the Commonwealth of Zion Assembly, or COZA, founded by Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, starting in Ilorin over 22 years ago. COZA has grown into a global ministry known for its vibrant worship and appeal to younger audiences. Fatoyinbo's charismatic leadership has made COZA a household name, but it hasn't been without controversy. Recently, Fatoyinbo issued a public apology to the Christ Apostolic Church and the family of Apostle Joseph Ayo Babalola after comments that sparked backlash, showing his willingness to address missteps. Next, Winners Chapel, officially Living Faith Church, led by Bishop David Oyedepo, founded in 1981. This ministry is a Pentecostal powerhouse with a vast network of churches, schools, and Covenant University established in 2002. Oyedepo's teachings emphasize prosperity, faith, and education, impacting millions across Nigeria and beyond. However, critics, including Omolehin, have questioned the heavy focus on prosperity theology, arguing it may overshadow core Christian values. Then, there is Christ Embassy, founded by Pastor Chris Oyakilome, known for its global outreach, healing school, and media platforms like Love World. Christ Embassy blends modern technology with evangelism. Oyakilome's teachings on healing and supernatural have drawn millions, but some, like Omolehin, express concern over doctrinal emphasis that may prioritize spectacle over substance. So, what exactly is Reverend Omolehin critiquing? While he hasn't detailed his reasons in full, posts on X suggest he is concerned about the doctrines and practices of these churches. He reportedly emphasized that members of his World Assembly should stand out distinctly, implying that the teachings or lifestyles promoted by COZA, Winners Chapel, and Christ Embassy may not align with his view of authentic Christianity. Some speculate his critique targets prosperity preaching, celebratory culture in ministry, or a perceived lack of spiritual depth. Omolehin's comments aren't isolated. He recently made waves at the 2025 African Faith Believers Convention, where he rebuked a pastor for boasting about a private jet, questioning when the church lost its focus on humanity and service. This aligns with broader concerns in Nigeria about the commercialization of faith. Critics argue that some mega churches prioritize wealth and status, while supporters of these ministries highlight their contributions to education, charity, and community development. For instance, Winners Chapel schools have been praised for providing quality education, though some note their high costs exclude many, especially the less privileged. Nigeria's Pentecostal movement has transformed lives, offering hope amid economic hardship. Churches like Winners Chapel and Christ Embassy have built schools, hospitals, and media empires, shaping modern Christianity. Yet, voices like Omolehin's challenge the church to self-examine. Are these ministries staying true to the gospel, or are they veering into a culture of materialism? It's a question that sparks heated debates among believers. Reverend Omolehin's critique also raises a bigger question. What does it mean to be a Christian in today's world? His call for distinctiveness echoes the biblical charge to be in the world but not of it. Whether you agree with him or not, his words challenge us to reflect on the state of the church in Nigeria today. And not just in Nigeria, even beyond. Should churches focus more on spiritual transformation than worldly success? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As we wrap up, it's clear Reverend Isaac Omolehin's statement has stirred a necessary conversation, while COZA, Winners Chapel, and Christ Embassy continue to inspire millions under the leadership of Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo, Oyedepo, and Oyakilome. Critics like Omolehin's remind us to hold fast to the core of our faith. What do you think about his comments? Are they a wake-up call or an unfair jab? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SunnyTube channel for more insightful discussions. Until next time, stay blessed and keep the faith.